Okay, so as Dr. Hess said, my name's Elaine Ambrose, and I am so honored to be in front of you all representing the graduate nursing class of May 2019. First off, anyone who knows me knows I'm a crier, literally over anything and everything. So if the waterworks start flowing, just bear with me. My husband's first question was, are you even gonna be able to keep it together? So we'll see. It has been a long road for us to get to this stage, and I'm fairly certain we all know now why there's a registered nursing shortage. For the majority, if not all of us, making it here has included a lot of stress. Lottie, it's a miracle you have any eyelashes left. And tears over multiple things, like tests. Casey. Tears over quizzes and clinical folders, which my whole Nursing 111 group and Julie Soul can account for this one as she all talked us off the ledge one day. Tears over critical elements, Casey again. Clinical experiences, and for me, basically anything remotely sad in lecture or post-clinical. I think our biggest fear might have been simulations. For those of you who haven't received an earful about them, you basically go into the lab in front of your whole class and try to save a mannequin. Well, you see, it's not as easy as you would think. Unfortunately, we did not have the greatest track record with our outcomes. We have ripped off life-saving clots, irrigated catheters through the balloon port, forgot to identify our patient or even talk to our patient. But eventually, your cheeks lose the redness and your pulse goes back to normal, and we moved on with our day, always keeping in the back of our mind, oh my God, I'll never do that again. But that's what nursing school is about, getting the mess out of the way so we can be awesome when we get to the real world. And for anyone who said that they didn't consider dropping out is a liar. But look at us now. Honestly, I truly believe there's not a single person that doesn't deserve to be seated in this auditorium today. When I think back to our first day as a group in Jumpstart, our professors told us that we would become a family. And I thought in the back of my mind, I'm good, not me. But they knew what they were talking about. When we had those days where it all just seemed too hard, we were always there for each other to remind us how eventually it'll all pay off. Or Ashlyn would just tell a joke and we would forget why we were upset in the first place. We have supported, encouraged, tutored, thank you, Megan, thrown shade and rolled eyes at, but we would give the shirts off our back for one another, or at least make one for you, right, Jen? And if that's not the definition of family, I don't know what is. Really, at the end of the day, only your girls truly understand the frustration of prepping for hours the night before clinical, only to come to the hospital at 6:30 in the morning and find out that your patient has been discharged or changed their mind about having a student. Now, when you look at these women, who do you see? A mom, a wife, a daughter, friend, or a sister? What I see are nurses. What does it even mean to be a registered nurse? When people who aren't in the healthcare system might think of us, when they think of us, they might think that we're in it for the money. But you know, for the work that we do, we're truly underpaid. We hold the hand of a dying patient and stay long past our shift so they don't have to pass away alone. We give newborns their first baths. We sit and rock a sick toddler so the mom that's been there for 48 hours straight can take a shower in peace. We constantly think, worry, and care about our patients even when we're home. We check doctor's orders to catch any mistakes. We advocate when the patient cannot. We check what pharmacy gives us just in case. We miss holidays, birthdays, and kids' sporting events, all to care for complete strangers. We comfort and mourn with our patients and their families when they get terrible news, but celebrate that with them when it's wonderful. We are there at the beginning and the end of life and every hold my beer moment in between. But don't forget, if you didn't document it, it never happened. Believe me, we're in it for more than any amount of money we'll ever receive. We're in it for the reward that we get in our hearts. And while I do not know where all of you will end up in your careers, just remember, when your patient is getting more worser, just follow the patho. But if you end up in maternity or psych, don't forget, we're not in med-surg anymore. Now, I know I speak for everyone when I say these next few things. First, it was an honor and a privilege to learn from these amazing women. And Mark. They have been nothing but a wealth of knowledge, caring, and understanding while pushing us to strive for greatness. Dr. Hess, words cannot express how thankful we are to have had you facilitate our learning experience. While you may have lacked some artistic skill when it came to drawing and farm, just kidding, they were great. We will never forget the knowledge you imparted in our minds. It will be with us until we are DED, dead. The flagship won't be the same without you. To our families, significant others, kids, parents, friends, and whoever else supported us along the way, we thank you. We're here because of you. You made breakfasts, lunches, and dinners, cleaned houses, babysat kids, and loved us in general during the most trying times in our lives, all in the name of nursing. Not to mention all the times that you rushed to the college because you received a petrified phone call that we had left our lab coat or our folders at home. We will not let you down. We will be the best nurses we can be. Now, before I take my seat, there is a short poem that we nurses should keep in the back of our minds from now on. I found it on Pinterest, so I have no idea who wrote it. You're going to feel like quitting. You're going to struggle. You'll have days where you'll wonder, what is it all for? You'll have days when people attempt to break you down or challenge your intelligence, skills, and the right to be where you are. You'll have moments when you question your own abilities and perhaps your sanity, but you'll rise. You'll rise because your strength as a nurse is not determined by one grade, one shift, or one job. It's an ongoing journey of learning, honor, humility, and the chance to make even the smallest difference in the lives of our patients. Now, I would just like to congratulate us all, the nursing class who received the most BTIs in one semester, for making it to this day. This is the beginning of anything you want. And on that note, here's Dr. Hess.
Thanks, Elaine. That was very good. It's not true. No. Okay, now we're going to enjoy a slide presentation by the graduate nursing class of 2019.